I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town this time?
Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes.
I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
I'll make a note of it.
How much is it worth to you?
I have my spoons. Will that work?
Trying to kill me with my own designs? That was just the first draft. Shall I show you the rest?
I swear, if I get blown up one more time,
I will avenge Kira's death, and then I'm going to rebuild the Alfheim Rangers.
Oh, look! I found a mushroom.
Question is, do I have to wear pants?
Oh, you can certainly try.
If reckless shenanigans got us into this mess, then why couldn't they get us out?
I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Five.
It is.
Boo.
With snacks.
And he won't share.
Not a single one.
What? You don't have snacks?
I just have tea.
That's
Bro,
sad.
I go
Aw.
out Friday after I leave work to get snacks before the stream.
That's what I
Maybe you
did.
should bring me some. What the fuck?
Let me get my popcorn.
All right, we're back. Here we go. So, there's your recap. Oh, we're just back to that.
Yeah, not much. Last time, not much happened. Okay.
Well, I mean, so seriously, right? So, some science after midnight, but now, ooh, science.
Last time on Lost in a
Are you
Dream.
saying that's the newest record in the overall, or a new personal record?
Probably both.
Hold on, now I need to go check. We do this every time.
And he always wins. Who subscribed longer?
Trying to see how long I've been subbed. I just don't remember how to find it anymore. So much has changed. That's for the follow age.
I think it's getting kind of close to a year for me, isn't it? With you guys?
I'm not certain.
Nobody knows.
Let's see. Musial
But, so-
Toilet started December 28th, 2021 in here. No, it's Toilet.
Oh, for,
Almost 2 years now.
wow. This shit flies.
This
Mhm.
campaign's
Wow,
been
that's
going on
longer
for a
than I. No, that actually no. That date, that timing makes sense because I think I read into an IAE last year.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when we first started Star Citizen.
By the way, all you Star Citizen peeps, get your wallets ready.
No, my wallet is staying away.
And you were right, Blue. It did look like Finley was just presenting my wallet to me.
I was gonna say, he was like, he's guarding the wall. I said, that does not look like guarding. That's like, here you go, man. You're just gonna use it
Here you go.
anyways.
Go buy this.
They already got me. Just like it took me 3 hours to lose my willpower when the Zeus dropped. So yeah.
No, I don't even know how to I can't even see my fucking.
It wasn't a matter of willpower when the Zeus dropped for me. That was like, I want it. I didn't even think about it.
The funny thing is that the funny thing is for the Zeus, I was actually sitting at a bar citizen with like a table full of other Star Citizen nerds, and you do not. I have never seen 5 walls open so fast. Because like they dropped it, we looked at it and like, come on, get me on RSI. I want to buy this. Triage isn't going to be. I mean, it's not going to be flyable till drones are ready. But yeah, that's what that's.
I'm at 39 months for subscription.
Woo! Oh man, I can celebrate my 7th streak. Let's go.
Oh, there we go. The 4-year follow age. Back when Tide was tiny, streaming off of her
It's always been
PlayStation.
tiny. Might as
They
well.
grew up so fast. No. When I first met you, you were playing. I think you were playing the. Yeah, I think it was the Simba platformer. It may have been. I know when I came back and started hanging out more, it was Phasmophobia.
Of course it
Mhm.
was.
Why do you sound so scarred from that?
No, she's scarred from when I kept spamming the ghost. Hey.
I still
Anyway,
think you should play it just once.
anybody want to play D&D at some point, or?
Yep. Sorry, I had to get the random nonsense out of the way.
There's gonna be more random nonsense.
So Loot is sick, so he is not on camera today, so you just get to look at his lovely evil genius face that Ty drew. I mean, you say developed. I say Panic invented. I think that was actually pre-Railgun.
I mean, you know what they say what the mother invention is. So, well,
Now that I
also
think
craziness,
about it,
but
Belith and Lysander are the only two that's in like the past 2 years in game, like of their drawings.
So I'm gonna have to start killing everybody. So,
Well, it's so the drawings of Lysander and Belith, right, are how they look about now. Everybody else's drawing is from about 2 years ago in game time when they had their old gear. Like,
essentially.
Allegedly.
and even Lysander's gotten some new toys since then. So.
Yeah, right. Like this is one of those things where
if you want to be tech.
Well, I was gonna say it's like glamour in Final Fantasy 14, right? You don't glamour everything.
If you want to be technical, Belith doesn't even have art because I just took that off of Google. I took that off of Google.
Mm-hmm. So
Lysander's a shiny new sword now, for example. But
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I did because I was going back and looking at stuff to make sure that my notes were correct. Do you guys know that for 95% of the games, Biggs has made sure to wear a purple shirt and nobody else has noticed?
No, we've noticed.
He said
I think there was one. I think
there's
there's one specific time where I didn't, and that's when at the beginning of King of the Sea, I wore my King of the Sea shirt.
I think twice you've not worn a purple
shirt.
No,
no. Technically, the other time I didn't wear a purple shirt there was actually purple in the shirt. It was the Fighter Flight shirt.
Yeah,
and that's like, no, I guess right. I did wear a seal. I did wear the Hedgehog shirt. I did. If I wore the Seal of Approval shirt on Steam. I might have to do that in the future.
The fun, weird things we do. So, quick recap because like the last two games kind of go hand in hand. The airship was shot down. They fought off individuals that attempted to take their stuff. After that whole debacle, they managed to capture one of them. Lysander is the only one that had gained information after some discussion with the young man.
Discussion.
I'm going to go with discussion because that's the story I'm sticking to it. Yes, officer, it was just a discussion.
There was no physical torture.
And
no physical torture.
From there, Lysander shared the information effectively that they said that the stuff they had taken from the Dragon's Hoard was theirs. And they got back to the manor where they were staying. They went to deliver the chessboard. And Rug basically said, "You can fuck off. You get this when I get my son back." Mm-hmm. So Rug has a chessboard.
And nobody made any attempt to stop him.
I did.
Gideon just kind of acknowledged it. And then we effectively gave the group a couple days as if, like in real life, they wanted to recuperate. So off screen, they basically have done a couple days. Snow wanted to go sell some stuff. The rest of the people kind of, I got some messages here and there about what was kind of gonna happen.
And Lysander was trying to hide from himself, literally, not figuratively.
I actually went with Snow's character to the town.
Right. I meant like Snow actually went and sold some stuff because she messaged me like stuff he wanted to sell and all that. Alex, every time.
And I wasn't going to stop Rug for what he did because, I mean, I agree with it. That was the deal that was made.
So.
So what's the
Alright.
timeline looking like?
So, we come back a couple days later. Belith has made his way back. Snow, you and I can discuss bits or pieces of that.
That's fine.
I'll message you about what Tark was up to.
Okay.
I already sent Del my best idea of what Lysander would have been doing when he was hiding from himself.
It's
Actually,
good.
Willow, what would you have been doing? Yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Okay. All right. So, we come to a couple days later. You guys have been working on the homunculus. This power source is not as malleable as you had hoped. So it's not. And you guys are kind of on like you don't have Tark's full workbench effectively. So there's some stuff you're missing because you don't have the entire tool set. And Gideon's not one to have a lot of the more technological tools and pieces and whatnot.
I'd have to look again. Yeah, they are.
So
He just told me glowing magical orb.
yeah, you had a glowing magical orb. She had a crystalline structure of sorts. So
One of those shiny rock things.
So at this point, you guys, I mean, at this point, would Lysander have mentioned what he's going to have to do in the coming days as far as being around?
He mentioned his not being around, for when he wasn't gonna, when he was gonna, the other him was gonna be there. As for what came next, I knew there were, well, I know I mentioned the part about the upcoming mass revolt, so, and I assume we're gonna have some role in that one way or another, but that's all I can remember.
Right. So I guess the real question is, when you tell them, is this a, hey, I'd rather not be here kind of thing, or something else?
I'd rather not be here when I'm here. No, Lysander was gonna bugger off, so he didn't run into himself. If that's what you're asking.
Right. I'm more asking if you were going to try and have the group go with you, because
I just told them not to talk to me about me.
okay.
I told Gideon the same thing. That's like, this is gonna be weird, but go with it and don't say anything. I was actually on the fence on whether I wanted to clue Gideon in further. I think I'm gonna wait and see if he was and see what his reaction is, and if he feels like he needs to know, I will tell him. But other than that, I'd rather
avoid telling him.
avoid telling him because I don't know. I'm just saying I have weird bits about predestination paradoxes and shit.
Okay. So I guess the question is, with Lysander telling you guys, "Hey, I don't want to run into myself." If you do see me that's not me, don't talk to me so we can avoid any wibbly wobbly timey wimey nonsense. Would the
Yeah.
group want to stay here at Gideon's estate or leave?
Belith probably would have been in the town by the during the time all of this happened, doing his own what he wanted to do.
What rush you?
I've been essentially playing Tomb Guard with a chessboard, so I mean, haven't exactly been walking around much.
I'm maintaining what because my workbench is on the ship. That's where I'm at.
Right. So again, right. So over the span of a couple days, right. I imagine you guys would have eaten together and gone to go get food together. So when Lysander mentions this, is it just like, oh, okay, we'll just kind of deal?
Well, he mentioned that before they went to the store on the first day
He did.
when him and Bailiff both left. So I don't know if he's come back since then.
I would have told everybody what was up at that point, that I was leaving because I needed to get away from me.
I was gonna
So
say
would the
he's
group then be like, well, we'll just stay here, or you can all bugger back off to, your mansions where you have all of your shit.
I think our tentative plan was to kind of, once we dealt with stuff here, go back there to make sure the rebellion there goes the way it's supposed to, but I might be wrong.
I mean, yes.
Or more actually, we need the aftermath to go the way we want it to.
It's more along the line of I'm still waiting for our business here to finish.
Good point. You don't. Yeah. You don't.
I was like, when we get done, we're of course going back to the mansions, but we
Right.
haven't finished our trade yet.
Well, seriously, he has sent a crew out there. How long it takes them to find them is, out of his control. So you can either be like, I'm going to hold on to this and then leave and come back with it.
I mean, that'll be what I do, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna
Tide,
say,
you?
he made it sound like he'd have it.
I can hear you.
Yep.
Nope, you're muted on stream.
Because
Reasons.
Because tech.
Because OBS is a pain in the behind.
Can we hear this?
I heard that.
I hope not.
Mhm.
Yep, they heard it.
Can you guys hear me now? Hello,
Good.
hello.
Yep. Good to go.
Okay, good. I don't know why it defaults. Just like Discord will default to, or go to default and then screw everything up. I think it does the same thing.
Maybe. So, Tide, Luke, would you guys also be in the mind of like, cool, we can just,
Dip out until he needs us again.
yeah.
I mean, if you're asking if we would have moved the ship to somewhere a little bit more nondescript, then yeah, we could probably move it a little bit closer to town.
Basically, what he's asking is the guy isn't going to be able to complete the trade for a while. So, do we want to go back to the mansions since we're done here and take it with us, or do we just want to stay here and wait?
So he's implying for a while.
He does not know how long it's going to take, right? Lysander does not want to be near himself. I'm asking if you guys have time to kill, do you want to kill it here? Or go back to your mansions where all your stuff is and kill time over there?
I'm cool with either way.
Well, I'm also thinking that the implication is if you guys are around and past Lysander sees you all before he's supposed to.
It'll change the future.
Pretty much.
Um,
Well, I mean, changing the future is the ultimate goal, but
Change
Yeah,
how we know,
well-
basically.
we'll
just
We'll
something to
probably-
think about.
Tark would be more for heading back towards home and looking into what we've learned about the Archduke being taken out, which should be fairly
Soon.
shortly.
Assuming we're gonna take that route, there is I'll type this out, but Lysander is gonna let Gideon know something because he knows what Lysander knows what Gideon's up to, so
Okay.
I was
Alright.
And hopefully we don't get shot out of the sky this time.
So, any objections to going back to
Home.
I have none. I did what Bellis did what he needed to do, so he's essentially just like, "Oh, we're gonna go hang out at the city now. Sure, let's go."
I'm curious what my my goblins have learned.
That they're goblins. They're all with
Well,
what if they're now mind goblins?
Uh-oh.
Hell, what are mind goblins?
Mind goblin these nuts!
Oh, got him.
Can't believe it.
Got him.
Got him!
Of course.
So are we rolling to fly back, or are we just zooming? Private conversation.
Play a doggo.
Yeah, we'll talk about Doggo. Alright, so let's see. So you guys are going to leave. It is morning of day 3. Clarabelle, you're not supposed to be in here, girl.
She says, bet.
Why? But why?
You're hanging out with the wrong person.
Or she's hanging out with the right person.
26.
She want to play with the puppy in about 10 minutes.
4.
So, it is. Let me pull up the world, the map.
Le world, le map.
Is going to take. From here to where you guys have to go is going to take about a week and a half. Travel
It
time.
didn't switch maps.
I didn't bring it up for everybody. I was looking.
Oh, okay. A bark.
Yep. Somebody is not happy.
The baby. That's a baby bark.
Yep. So everybody's good with a week and a half flight time.
Mm-hmm.
Lysander will make sure Lysander will make sure nobody goes airship fishing.
This time around, in his downtime, I'll message you about what I'm actively going to be working on, my next big project.
Okay.
Oh no.
Lysander will continue working on learning how to properly play the harp again. And just, be musical. He can do bard stuff.
Since Drew's not here, I'm gonna have his NPC teach me Draconic again. Because that's still a thing that's been trying to happen. And I've just forgotten about it.
I'm going to be reading my book.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
it a
but-
non?
Did you still
It only has one chart.
Alrighty. So,
Oh, Drew's training you in chat.
Yeah, sure.
um,
Google Translate. This is how it passed all 4
so
years.
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the entire group roll 2 checks, and that's going to be a group check for the entire trip.
Oh fuck.
Awesome. What are we rolling?
What are we rolling?
First one, I need a perception roll from everybody.
Perception.
It's one.
Yep.
Boom. Perception.
11.
All right. I'll just ask everybody as it gets done rolling.
Why did mine? Oh, it did. Okay.
All right. Luke, what'd you get?
17.
Okay. Biggs got a 22. Ty got a 19. Blue?
14.
14. Okay. All right. So. All right. Okay. Now I need everybody to roll a. It's an intelligence check for everybody.
Oh, shit, I was 0
Just
in
me.
intelligence. Wait, straight intelligence?
Yep.
Yeah, that about checks. I got a 2.
Fuck me!
Dirty 20.
Not Arcana. Straight intelligence.
Oh,
Yeah, and
It's
you rolled it
probably
with
the same thing.
You
you rolled
wasted
it with
your 20.
advantage.
All right. Loot.
16.
Okay. Biggs got an 11.
Oh.
Ty got a 16. Blue.
2.
This
2.
is why I wanted.
2.
This is why I wanted to up my intelligence. Tell.
I mean,
Alrighty.
well,
So
I'm not supposed to be the brightest one here.
So the point of this was basically, I'm assuming at some point everybody's going to take turns doing perception throughout this week and a half, right?
Probably.
And the intelligence was some part of you making sure the ship runs.
Oh fuck.
But just not
basically
me,
all
right?
basically all of us failed it. Except for like 2
The
people.
group passed perception checks, so you do not get ambushed. You don't see anything absurd. You do see a couple interesting things because you don't get more than like 1,000 feet up. There are a couple of naval battles that you guys get to watch happen from like God's eye view, basically. A couple of things like you do see some strange beasts where the water is super clear. You've never seen them before, and they are massive because they look big from where you're at.
No more krakens. No more krakens. No more krakens.
No, these things look like
What about
turtles and
giant
sharks
dragon
and
turtles?
It's worse.
fish. And...
It's a dragon turtle.
Now, as far as the ship itself, like running smoothly, the group as a whole failed. So, needless to say, this is not the smoothest ride you guys have had from one continent to another.
But
Sometimes turbulence is tough. Sometimes meals get spilled on people. Sometimes it's just fucking uncomfortable.
I mean, if it's a weather problem, weather can be dealt with. Somebody who knows here can deal with the weather, but
No, this is not a weather problem. This is a user error.
fair enough. That's why I figured you were going with it, but I had to ask.
There are moments where those of you that are used to like water, like ships at sea, you probably would have preferred that because it jerks around less.
Got it.
Hey, whoever told Rug to take the reins, I blame them.
So, now, so are you guys going to go? Are you headed straight in a straight line? Here, let me actually pull the map up for y'all. So, are we going you should be able to see this. Are you going in a straight line this way? Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Squiggles.
Are you going in a straight line to get there? Is that the plan?
Oh man, that's
Right,
only
I mean, I'm
32 feet.
trying to
We'll get
figure
there
out
in
why
one
we
minute.
wouldn't, but
Yep.
I would assume we would probably stop at like maybe here to get
Really, I think
supplies
we
and
should go
stuff,
like
and
this.
then go and then go here, because because a week is a long time to.
I don't know that I'd go to the Dragon Empire.
I clicked a random island.
and actually, when did we be coming from that window?
Yes, sorry. That one. Other one.
Okay, so we would probably stop like
We'd probably
here, get supplies, and then go and then keep going.
I know
Here.
Lysander would try to avoid his home.
Okay.
I mean,
But yeah,
he probably has enemies everywhere, but
there's no
he
reason to
probably
not.
wants to avoid Bulgars
Mhm.
for now.
Stop. Like there.
There's no
Or
reason.
whatever civilizations around
There's no
there,
reason
but
to
yeah.
not what, Loot?
Probably the best thing is to mostly stay over land just in case, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done to this.
Oh,
And
no, we're over here. That's right.
going down in the ocean is probably not the best thing, so
We have to cross it at some point.
we do, but the least amount of being over the ocean the better, or at least being closer to a shoreline the best. So I probably wouldn't go straight across this.
So you'd want to land somewhere in.
Somewhere that seems
There-ish.
civilized here, and then
There-ish, and
maybe
then
go to the islands and go
Okay.
across this
It's gonna
way.
be longer
Yeah, so-
than a week.
That'll be close to 2 weeks, but that's fine.
We had
Are you
about
going
how
to
much
stop
time?
to land? Is really the question.
Only if we need to. The biggest thing is just having a point of reference and of where we are, and if we have the supplies, then there's no
Mhm.
need.
I mean, you have the supplies, and I believe you have somebody who can conjure supplies as well.
Speaking of somebody, do we still have our quote unquote new crewmate?
No,
Okay.
no, he was
I
let
was
go.
just-
He
I
was
just
removed
curious.
from his position.
You're fired. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Fired.
But thankfully we landed before we fired him.
All right, so let's see. Who would be flying at night? Before you guys like this is going to be the night shift where you're going from that first red circle to the island. So you'd be getting ready to cross the ocean. Who would be
Are you
on
raising
that
your
night
hand?
shift?
I think someone wants to volunteer.
I said-
You're
Or is he
right.
pointing? Or is he
I would
pointing
say-
at Blue?
I was going to
Pointing at
say,
Tarek.
I'd say probably the most experienced pilot should be the nighttime flyer.
Oh, he's pointing at Loot.
Okay.
Mhm.
I won't fight that.
Oh, Biggs is above you on my screen, so.
I see the loot's above him on my screen. So
I think he's talking about the actual stream.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. so
That's where I've been trying
Um,
to point to help.
Over there,
You were-
that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
I mean-
God,
I
it's
mean,
also mirrored, so I got it.
He can do it too. I mean, he's a halfway decent pilot, maybe.
Sort of, maybe, kind of.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm willing to do it. I mean, you also have the benefit of dark vision, so
well, so flying at night is mostly by instrumentation, right? Like a compass and everything.
anyway, if Flute wants to fly at night, we can do that. But whatever, yeah, no big deal.
Loot, is that something you want to do?
I can.
Okay. So, like I said, like you guys, this is fairly shallow water. It's interesting since we're extending this some, and it's going to be Loot doing this. Loot, I need an intelligence check, and Rug, if you're going to be looking out, a perception check.
Okay. Well, that's a lot better. 16 plus perception 19.
Okay. Okay, Loot.
21.
21.
Okay. All right. So, trying to think.
So
No, that. Doing the math, I didn't expect you guys to go this route, so I'm going to redo the math on distance and whatnot. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, guys. Math is hard.
I know.
only when you do it.
I super failed at math. Like yesterday.
Did you?
I very much did. I think
All
you
right,
you know what I
so,
failed the math on.
It will
Oh,
take
that,
you
yeah.
guys effectively 16 hours to get across that little bit right there to where you're starting to get over the island. So the 8 hours that Loot is flying, or 12 hours, whatever, right? So, we should get to a, like, sun comes up, sun is starting to set as you guys hit the island. And then you will turn south. So, Luke, can you roll me D100 for me?
Yep.
Make it above 40.
Six. 56.
56. Okay.
That's above
All right.
40.
Okay. All right. So you guys will make it to the next patch of land with no problems. All right. So you guys are fairly certain you have hit the coast of the Principality of the Sun.
Yeah.
So, next
I didn't
question
like.
I would
I,
ask.
I didn't like how he said fairly sure though.
Well, so you find land at dark, right? So
Okay, that makes more sense.
For y'all's downtime on the ship, what would you have been doing? I know I got Toilet, Tarek. What are the rest of you gonna do when you're not piloting the ship?
I don't really have anything particular I want to be doing, other than just regular bard things.
Okay.
I mean, I'm really at a loss. Hopefully, no random fey intervention.
Okay. Tide.
On what we're doing this?
Any of your downtime.
In some of that time, I'd like to have her research the potions that she got from the Dragon's Horde and try to like reverse engineer so she can learn those.
Okay. How many do you want to work on?
Probably because I think I only have 2. I don't think she could do 2 of them.
I mean, you got almost 2 weeks, so.
Well, the only ones I have currently, because she can already make potions of healing.
Mm-hmm.
But the superiority ones are probably
True.
going to be a lot harder.
True. So I could have her perfect potions of healing would be good. And then I have potions of flying.
Okay.
And I think that's it actually. I don't have any other ones. Well, I don't know what else she has. I know she's probably picked up and made others, but I need to see what they're.
Okay.
For now,
excuse
we'll
me.
start there for now.
Okay. So I need you to start with which one are you going to start with first?
Let's do with perfecting the healing potion.
Okay, so you need to roll an intelligence check at advantage since you already know how to make a healing potion.
Can I give her guidance?
Give me guidance on the flying one because I already know how to make a potion of healing.
So I mean, you could, right? It's not gonna. You can do both. Because I'm assuming these are not all on the same day because you could be like this would take some time to do, right? So it'd be this, and then maybe the next day you do this. So it's totally fine if you're gonna do.
How do I do for advantage?
Hold shift, I believe.
Shift. Okay.
Guidance. That's right, Drew.
And that's for...
Got to give them guidance whenever you can.
Intelligence,
Right.
correct?
Yes. Do you have proficiency with an alchemy bonus or an alchemy thing, right?
I'm so happy she has advantage on that.
Yeah.
It was a 19 or a 2.
Where do
It probably won't matter as much, like, because you rolled pretty high.
Did you said on... What do you want me to check for advantage for?
Hang on.
You're proficient with alchemist tools.
Okay, so you are. So next time you roll that, right, you'll roll an intelligence check, and then after, because you can't, like, unless you do a custom roll, you'll add your proficiency bonus because you're using your alchemist supplies for this. So you'll actually roll with a +6, right? So you actually roll a 25.
Okay.
So, so yes, you're able to figure out how to make a greater healing potion.
Cool.
You no longer have that superior, but by comparing them and looking at them, you are able to meet in the middle between the two of them.
Cool. What about the other one?
And the other one is flying, correct?
Correct.
Okay. That one is just an intelligence and proficiency.
The +6 or just a regular proficiency?
Yep, just +6.
Plus 1d4.
Like I actually made a custom roll for these tools when it comes time.
Intelligence. This one didn't do it. +6, so.
So that's
10.
No, so it's not +6 to that. You rolled a 2 + 2 at a 4, so you're at 8.
Okay.
And I believe Luke said he was giving you guidance for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I think I could walk by and throw an inspiration die on that too.
Yeah, so you can roll.
A D10 and a D4.
Yeah, a D10 and D4. That one.
Roll 1d10, then roll a d4.
Okay. I was like, wait, what are we doing? Here's the D10.
A D10 and a D4.
And a D4.
Can you not queue those up at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't queue those. Yeah, you can queue those up at the same time.
So 12 plus an 8, so
dirty
20. Look at that.
Thanks,
Way
guys.
to turn a 2 into a 20.
Look at that.
What is this, Baldur's Gate?
We just, reloaded our quick save.
Sometimes.
I'm sorry if anything was said to me. My grandma called me. So
No, you're fine. You're fine. Now here's the question. Are you willing to try the potion that you made after reverse engineering?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
I gotta trust myself, right?
I need you.
1d100.
Nope. I need you to roll a d4 and tell me if it's odd or even.
My bad, it's 50-50.
You said a D4.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Isn't
Ah.
it?
So, Tide, where are you doing this?
I
Uh,
was the Willy
testing.
Wonka of this shit.
I honestly would have seen her, because we're still on the ship, right?
Yes.
I would have seen her huddled in the corner of a ship, and she has had her alchemy backpack open, and things are like laid out and organized in piles, and she's doing it right there in her little.
Well, you're no longer 5 feet, like you're no longer like a 5 foot tall sailor.
Okay.
You're like a 9.5 foot tall
Oh
sailor.
God, no!
You go poof and hit the upper deck, and you're now like hunched over.
Ow.
You
I
didn't
thought-
create
I thought I rolled a 20.
Look, a potion of flying is kind of high up there.
I
in
know,
large
I know.
reduce, and I rolled a D100 on a table I've got. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can make a potion of a large reduce.
Okay, well that's something.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're kind of stuck though. There's not a lot of
Just-
places for a
just
9
make a
foot tall
second
sailor
one.
to go.
You know?
And well, until it wears off.
Yeah.
Enlarge reduce is what it's called.
Yes.
I can see a war walking by. Oh, first time? Yeah.
Is that mean first time? It's
And
okay.
I think Lysander would be just strumming his harp, go, and just hear the thud and go, yep.
Here's the question: how would Tarek react to hearing a loud like thump against the wood and the wood creaking
Oh God.
while you're flying? Now, mind you, you're flying, so this probably happens somewhere over the ocean.
We're getting shot down again.
He'd probably
He'd look.
he'd look around as best he could, and then start asking people with the sending stones. What was that?
I'm big now.
You're big now?
Well, I was trying to make flying potion, and it didn't quite go the way I thought it was going to go, and now I'm big.
Can somebody come up here and take the wheel from me for just a second?
Brad, I'm coming. Because I'm laughing too hard anyway, so.
After that, Tarek would go down. I have an idea.
And then
What
she
to
just
do
kind of
with
goes,
Now, mind you,
Oh,
like
God.
the ship is like 7 feet tall, right? And she's about 2 feet tall. And she's like, would Willow just sit down so she has space?
yeah.
Oh man, it sounds like me and
No,
Sue's basement.
Dell, I have a horrible question.
I have a fantastic answer.
Since by normal D&D rules, anything leaving an enlarged creature would be returned to its normal size. What are happening to Willow's pellets?
I don't. Okay. To clear the air.
Don't clear the air.
That's not gonna clear the air.
No, to clear the air, I don't just leave pellets. I can choose where and when to poop. Thank you.
Tide has drawn her with like just goat legs.
From like the right above
okay.
the like mid thigh down. The rest up
Okay.
is female.
Okay.
However,
good.
still funny pigs, because that is now like, because also remember, enlarge doubles your weight. So like, okay,
Oh,
not
shit.
like if you go down that rabbit hole right now, you're like, how much does a pellet from a goat weigh? You double that, it turns into a whole like math equation.
But when you enlarge and your weapon enlarges, but if you shoot an arrow out of it, and the way the spell normally
Pretty
works is
small.
the arrow stays the same size.
Yeah.
Is War seeing this?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go investigate what the thump was, certainly.
Yes, I for sure want to go investigate the thump.
Then yes, you would see that Willow is now 9-ish feet tall.
Oh boy.
It's just living
What'd
her
you do?
best Lady Dimitrescu life. I made a potion of some kind. I was trying to make a flying potion. I didn't do that.
Oh.
Can I have a couple of the potions you just made?
I can make a
Don't-
couple.
Minutes.
Don't you do that anyways?
Yeah.
Regardless, I applaud
Is this fertilizer? No.
your-
fertilizer.
pursuit of science, but could you do me a favor and crawl towards the middle of the ship, please?
Me? And
Yes.
she kind of shimmies her way over to the middle of the ship.
I want to point this out. Luke, when you were originally describing this, you gave Willow a room in the front of the ship, which means there is a door only big enough for a normal-sized person.
She's 9 foot. She can get through that.
So she's 9 feet tall, but she now takes up a 10-foot by 10-foot square.
She can't.
I'm not in a room
squeeze-
though. I'm like literally on the deck of the ship.
Your workbench was not on the top deck; it was in like the middle deck.
I wasn't at the workbench. I said I was sitting on the floor with like a blanket or whatever with my pack that I had, my backpack thing.
Okay,
that
so
had made.
I didn't realize you were on the top deck because you wouldn't have thumped against anything then.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the, well, I guess because of thumping reasons, I guess I could be there, but I guess I could be in a room.
So, Luke,
Whatever.
fitting a 10 by 10 person through a standard door, gonna be tricky.
But not impossible.
But not impossible.
See, I said I was
And-
going to
and
work on my
luckily-
carpentry anyways, so I could just take the door off.
Luckily, I have a spell called Grease.
Gonna butter the door for her?
You're gonna grease the large person?
I'm gonna grease the satyr.
Oh God.
Phrasing?
I think that
You're
was
gonna-
the correct phrasing.
You're gonna. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Go ahead.
Say,
You're gonna loop her up so she fits through the
No.
hole.
Daddy, chill. So what am I doing since I can't crawl? Am I still crawling?
You're getting lubed up apparently.
Apparently, you're getting greased to go through a door.
I guess.
Warwick's just gonna laugh and start walking away and go, please make me a couple of those potions. I have to leave now.
Hang on. I need to see if Lysander cracks up at hearing this.
As he
Oh, God,
shoves
he
zebra
totally
cakes
does.
in his mouth.
Uh-huh.
Yep, Lysander totally heard that. He's cracking his ass up at the helm.
I wish I had a kinky voice line.
Hold on a second. I have to check something.
That scared the shit out of me.
Okay, here's what happens, right? So you drink this potion. You go crawl through. You get stuck. Luke goes, cool, cast grease. You're gonna pull, and as you start to slip, you return to normal size and just slide down the middle of the ship. Loot, can you roll me a dex saving throw?
What about splinters?
So did she just shot herself?
It's not that bad.
Okay, fine.
What's not that bad? Splinters?
No, the deck,
The deck.
wouldn't have
It
splinters.
has a nice
everywhere.
deck, apparently.
Yeah.
I
Nice
sanded
deck.
this
It's
thing so there's
mahogany,
not
guys.
splinters.
I care about my ship.
Do
How
you
dare
do,
you.
do you go down there and hand finish all that wood too?
I have
Yeah, he
mending.
does hand finishes
You're
wood.
fi-
Oh,
I
okay.
bet you I do.
Can't say a damn thing with you people.
no, you can't.
You notice
Honestly-
you notice so far I've resisted reaching for my rum, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking
I
at it
rolled-
very hard right now.
I rolled a 12.
You don't have to drink to tolerate us, Biggs. Come on.
But it helps.
Mm.
But it helps.
Hey,
Definitely,
Loot.
definitely gives me a bonus to the tolerance roll. Yeah.
Loot, what is on Tarek's left hip? What pouch is there? Or what hangs off of his left hip? What's attached to your belt around there?
It's you can't look at his reference because it's probably changed.
Yeah, I've not even thought about it in so long.
I mean, you can look at his
I
reference.
mean, hopefully it's not your powder.
Probably some various tools.
Okay. Are they in like a pouch kind of thing? Like a tool pouch?
Kind of like a tool pouch, yeah.
Cool. As you see Willow fly by, you hear the sound of like ripping leather. And your tool pouch is now stuck on her horn as she slides past you.
I chase after her.
I mean, it's not far. She slides like 10 feet past you and hits the next fucking wall because you don't ever put the doors in line in a ship like that.
You're not quite sure. Everybody close by isn't quite sure which one Tarek is more panicked about: the sliding satyr or the fact that his tool bag has been taken from him in a rather
abrupt.
You hear both come out of his mouth, be it Willow or my tools, but you're not actually quite sure which one came first.
All I can hear is Looney Tunes music playing in the background.
And you hear much raucous laughter while
I was going to say,
Lysander's trying to drive.
Yar killed in war. He's practically falling on the floor, unable to breathe right now.
This is gonna be a fun story.
After she like slides and hits the wall, she like kind of, because I'm sure she probably was sliding. Let's say she like was on her back and hit
Right,
like
so
her butt against the
I was
wall.
thinking
Looked
you'd
up.
be on your side pulling through the doorway.
Yeah.
Right, and then random flailing as you're sliding through the ship.
Well, let's say she had turned herself around and like hit her like legs and like butt against the wall, so that her head was like looking up, and just see like a Tark like.
Wait. What hits the wall first? The hooves or your back?
Her butt.
Her butt and her back. Got it. Okay.
What?
This is a new comic. Get the notepad. Get that notebook out.
Like to where like here's your wall and like her feet and her head's on the other side. It would have been like, so their heads down here looking up.
Oh, so like she's upside down, head against the. Roll con save and throw, please.
No, head looking, not head against the wall, butt against the wall, head the opposite side looking up, like on the floor.
Roll.
It's like she's
roll a con save.
It's like she's sitting on the wall.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. There's a reason for this.
Con.
Uh-huh.
She's got a splinter up her butt.
No.
Nope. Tide, you hit it, and then because it's wood and it gives slightly, you don't just hit and stop. You hit and kind of like torque and ragdoll. You have a massive crick in your neck. Like it hurts to turn left.
But I didn't hit my head on the wall at all.
No, but the torque of you sliding and then hitting and then like everything flopping
that
around.
Makes sense.
Yeah. No, if you would hit your head, you'd be dazed and probably concussed. This is just like, it hurts to do this, effectively.
Well, she's just kind of sitting straight on the ground, so like she's gonna just reach up slowly and pull the tool back off and just hand it to him. Sorry.
Ow. Here.
And then y'all just gonna hear War gasping for air, and he's just gonna shout, "I think I saw a pellet!"
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah, my Lysander's up there thinking to himself, "Oh, Wintergale's gonna love this one."
Oh no.
All right.
Tarek is gonna take the bag, kind of look at it, hold it up. You see his hand glow for a second, and the tear repair, fixate back where it's at real quick, and then hold his hand out to where your crick in your neck is and cast Cure Wounds.
So she didn't take any damage. So Cure Wounds won't really do anything. It's more like just a muscle spasm and they'll go away. You don't have to waste a spell slot.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's-
essentially that's what I'm doing is flavor.
Yeah, cure wounds is more of like a I'm gonna heal something massive. Like you can cure wound somebody back from almost death, and they're still gonna hurt because the body still like hurts,
Okay.
but they're not dead. Yeah, right. Like that's one thing we don't ever like. There aren't actually rules for it in D&D, which I would love to have. I would love to write some up. Is like the soreness after like a massive battle where you've burned all of your spell slots, you've been in a fight, you almost died twice, right?
Like I got,
Okay.
I think I've seen other systems that like they don't really have hit points, but do give a progressive penalties as you get injured.
Mhm.
and Go
Okay.
away, go away quickly.
Then I will do
Can't
something
we
else.
just do that with exhaustion?
No, because exhaustion is such a hard set. Like you lose this, more like. So for example, your big fight with the Honk Legion, right? If that was really us, like you guys as people in fighting shape, fighting for that long, you would not want like you would be lazy as fuck the next day because you're sore and you hurt and you're still tired, right? But if you had to get into another fight, you'd be fine.
Anyhow.
What's the other thing you're gonna do, Luke?
Willow's going to see Tarek withdraw a familiar-looking firearm that is kind of unique looking with blue hues to it, and he's going to turn down a dial on it as like a setting as low as he can, and pull out his water flask and hit it with his Ray of Frost device to chill it, and then hand it to her.
Here's an ice pack. Where are the frozen peas?
What did you chill?
I chilled a water skin so that
Okay.
you can put it against your neck.
I took it from him with like this look of defeat and just like slapped it on on the back of her neck. Thank you.
Ow.
Tide, has Willow moved at all, or is she still like
She's still laying there. She hasn't moved.
like your books and everything just start falling out of like your pouches and whatnot?
My pouch is clothes.
Have you ever sat upside down with a medieval pouch? It doesn't hold very well.
I'm not upside down. I'm literally against the ground.
She said she slid it basically along her back and her butt hit the wall.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here doing the math. Like the pouches would be like this.
They would just be on my hip on the
Can
floor.
we just continue?
Yeah.
Blue's like, I'm so tired of this.
I'm with Blue in this one actually.
So, you guys do make it back to where you can see home. You find the lovely spot in Tarek's estate to land in, and you were welcomed by many, many goblins who are excited to see you all.
Hooray.
Why are they so happy?
So, what's everyone want to do now that they're back home?
As I'm
They're
exiting,
back home. I'm not.
as I'm exiting the ship, I'm carrying with me one of the various wheels of cheese, and I give it to the tallest of goblins that are reaching and let them disperse.
There's cheese.
I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. You just gave this random wheel of cheese. It's probably like 3 feet in diameter.
They're
and
heavy,
probably
too.
like, yeah, probably like a foot thick, right?
Probably half the weight or more of the goblin.
That's for all of them.
Have you ever thrown like just a piece of like fish bait into an area infested with fish?
Yes.
That's what the goblins start doing. They're ripping and tearing like, whoa! It's utter chaos. There's cheese everywhere.
That's why I did it outside.
It's a cheese feeding frenzy. I love it.
Tide, you get to watch goblins barbarically destroy a wheel of cheese.
She's just Wait, are we still on the ship though?
The ship has landed. You haven't gotten off the ship yet.
I probably, if it's, how long has passed since I hit the wall?
Probably like a day or so.
Oh, okay, then I'm probably up and walking, limping around.
Probably still a little stiff, but yeah.
Yeah, she's just gonna watch an amusement.
Okay. All right.
From there, I'll be looking for Harama.
I mean, they're there, right? Harama is going to come talk to you. Harama is one of the only ones that didn't go full cheese frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm going to ask for progress on the business, what they have learned since they've started, especially for the dupe.
okay. All right.
Darch Duke.
I will get you that information. Let me see what they found. What are the rest of you going to do?
Lysander
Bella's
will. Okay, go ahead.
No, you went first. I interrupted. I'm sorry.
Lysander is just going to head over to the tavern and just start subtly taking the temperature of the town, seeing what the hell's going on.
Okay.
Gather information, basically.
And Bella's gonna go to this town's wizard tower. Actually,
Okay.
going to continue his research.
Okay. Or Rug, what are you two doing?
As of right now, I'm trying to look something up that I found last week, but I wasn't able to do anything with.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess would just be training arc for right now until
Okay.
something interesting happens.
Training arc in your backyard.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
You listen to some bombing tunes.
You do find a random hole in your backyard that's rather large.
Like man dug or animal dug?
Something dug it. Could be a man, could be something bigger.
Like, is it claw marks? Is it even?
You can't tell from
Did they use a
the
shovel?
entrance.
Oh, it's like a cave.
It's yeah, cave and hole that's been dug, yeah.
Oh. Well, fuck it. I mean, no balls in it. Let's go.
Okay. All right. You make your way down there. Probably about 20 feet in. You hear what sounds like an animal snoring.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of make my way down there faster.
Is that who I think it is?
Your dragon is asleep and snoring like a motherfucker.
You big bastard. You couldn't just get inside the house?
Yeah, he
Can you roll a dex saving throw, please?
Yeah, sure. Oh, that's not going to pass. Whatever you have for me.
Well, you have now been tackled and just pushed across the ground. This dragon is happily attacking you with just snuggles.
Attacking you with snuggles.
That's fine.
Puppy kisses.
How's it feel to have a 700-pound dragon laying on your chest?
It's not the first time.
I'd imagine happiness.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, I'm obviously out of breath. But at the same time, I'm hoping that, the chest piece is giving me some kind of padding. Where
I mean,
breathe.
as long as he doesn't drop his weight on it, yeah, it would kind of hold in place.
Yeah, then,
So Biggs, with
Sup?
your taking the temperature of the town. How do you plan on doing this?
Just walk around, buy some drinks, buy other people some drinks. You know, good old school 3-5 gather information check kind of thing.
Okay. I mean, the general consensus is that some folks seem annoyed. Like some people didn't get paid what they were promised. A couple folks have gone missing.
That I'll look into.
But
No, it's not a powder keg about ready to go off. Is what I'm getting. What I'm trying to figure out.
Right now, from the folks that you talk to, and like you gather that they're pretty much telling the truth. There's just a lot of things that seem off about the last couple weeks here in town. But nobody wants to really say anything because they feel like if they say something, they might go missing. You get a couple different stories. Some people think the guards are taking people. Other people are like, nah, this motherfucker wandered in the woods and never came back. And then some people are like, no, I don't even remember who you're talking about.
This definitely
Phil?
warrants further investigation.
Okay.
Trying to think about. Is there a particular bar where the guards hang out?
This one, there's only one tavern in this town.
Let me
At the
think.
moment,
Let me
anyway.
let me put some thought to this.
Okay, that's fine. Now, getting most of that information would take most of the night, right? Because that's piecing together information from everybody. I need a persuasion check, Snow.
Okay.
See if you can talk your way into this tower.
I think I do. If it rolls.
So, I don't think you guys can hear it, but Liz is playing Party Animals in the next room, and all I hear is her cussing at whoever she's playing with as she gets yeeted off of a train.
I feel that.
That's all right.
By the way, we need to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sitting here, and he's like, yeah, I got this here. Motherfucker! God, what the fuck? And I'm like, Party Animals. I know that feeling.
I mean, you know, a lot of games can do that, but you know, because you know, like Fall Guys can do that too. But
She doesn't get mad at most games like that. This one's, however...
Yeah.
Okay. You managed to talk your way in there, Snow. Belith manages to sweet talk his way in there. However, at this time of, like, you guys land close to, like, dinner time. The folks that are there tonight, one, don't want to touch it, and two, have no idea what the fuck it is. They are visibly made uncomfortable by this item.
I mean, he understands that. Is there like a library with a catalog of magical items that so he can just he can research through this entire library to find something on this, like find some sort of like rumors or like anything about it.
You can roll an investigation check, and they will let you wander through the library, my friend.
This is why I wanted to get my intelligence up. Like, oh, you don't need intelligence to be an archaeologist. Well, damn, I'm doing a bunch of intelligence-based shit.
Who told you don't need the intelligence to be an archaeologist? They fucking lied to you, my friend.
I think it was you. It was you.
No, I said you don't need intelligence to be a coffee lock.
Well, I wasn't talking about the coffee lock. I was talking about his backstory and his whole archaeology backstory.
I don't remember. I've slept since then. All right, so you don't find anything before it gets too late, and they like usher you out.
That's fair.
Where is Lysander going to stay tonight? Because eventually they're like, "Hey, man, some of us want to go to bed."
they'll probably stay in town somewhere. Didn't want to really impose on anybody right now.
Bella's going to stay at an inn because he doesn't have a fancy mansion.
So you're in the inn/tavern. Biggs.
Oh, do they have any available rooms?
They do.
Then I will plop down whatever the cost is to do that. And
for one night, it is 2 silver.
I'll just plunk down a gold in case I'm going to be here a while.
Cool. They go, oh, a gold, and they hand you a key to a room. And this is probably one of the fancier rooms you've been in, at like a random inn.
Okay, I thought a 3-star tavern. Okay, cool.
You have your own bathtub and everything.
Cool.
So.
Hell yeah.
I'm just. I think at this point he just is going to kind of. Doesn't have any place specific to look into at this point, so he's just going to try to just watch out the window for weird shit, and eventually he'll go to bed. But he has the feeling something's up here, and he wants to figure out what the hell's up here.
Gotcha.
Even though he has a pretty good idea what's coming, but
okay. Was there anything else that anybody else wanted to do before you get like your long rest for the evening?
I don't believe so.
Toilet?
I do want to know how to use this item. Do I just add the 2 points?
Oh, let me do that. I'll do that for you.
And then I'll just delete it out of my inventory.
Okay. So let's see. Loot, was there anything else you wanted to do?
Outside of get information about what's going on with between the business, the updates on how that goes, and what they've discovered about the town and what's going on with them. Sure, I'm gonna mess around with my stabs and start trying to
toilet.
test them.
Don't delete it. You just have to check it
and figure out what they do.
If you refresh your page, it should say your wisdom's a 13 now. Went from 11 to 13. Okay. The quickest answer they have is they'll just write you a report and give it to you, as opposed to sitting down with you and just trying to like randomly piece things together.
Okay.
So you went and found those messages?
I did.
Yeah, I said you don't have to be intelligent to gather information.
It sure helps.
It helps. Well, you don't have to be intelligent. A squirrel finds a nut, once in a while.
I will admit, Dell, that actually did throw me off when you had me roll an investigation check because I'm so used to get information gathering being charisma based.
Right. I had you roll that for more of a, because talking to people, man, you have all night to talk to people. That's a given. The insight was to figure out if people are lying to you. The investigation was to figure out who to talk to.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right.
Snow has to pee.
Apparently really has to pee, so we will go to break.
You're right back.
Okay.
I drank too much tea.
How
I drank too much water.
Oh,
We'll be
tea.
right
That
back,
actually sounds
guys.
good. I might need to do something about that. Hang on. So
Well, see, this spell is a one-time use only. And we're back.
Titties.
And it's
mhm.
hide as a muted.
I said that. Welcome back, but no one heard me because I was muted apparently.
Wow.
we were all
We.
enjoying the tea.
Oui, oui,
Alright, we're doing this
bonjour.
muting issue.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh no, I can't spill the tea. No, I can't spill. No.
I mean, spill the tea, sis. Oh, by all means.
Oh,
Muting Muterson.
everybody
Alright,
has
so-
relieved themselves, and I think we're ready to go again.
Yeah.
I forgot to relieve myself, so I'll just wait till the next break. Or just sneak out when it's downtime.
mean,
That was
downtime
the
is-
long rest, right?
Yeah, so
Well,
downtime is now.
I
So
was gonna say. I don't think I did anything, but I need a
y'all
long
get
rest.
your long rest. What do you guys want to do around town?
Probably at some point. Lysander, before like things become active, Lysander will head back to try to find Lute or one of the other people and sort of find compare notes of what they found out.
Okay.
Mel,
Oh,
can I go to a magic show to try to find something to raise my intelligence?
I mean, yeah, open the book, motherfucker.
I'm not touching that book.
I'm 100% taking my dragon to the wizard's tower,
Alright.
and I will let other people go first.
Alright.
I'm going to
Go ahead, Luke.
I
I'm going-
don't have anything.
I'm going to tell Willow to come over to my shop so that we can finish our homunculus project.
Okay.
I want to
Good doodle.
pursue adamantine resource.
You want to pursue what?
Adamantine resource.
Okay.
So the ore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So you're gonna be mining all day.
I want to have my. Can I have my workers look for it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Biggs, you said last time was going to be looking for, like, you're going back to Lute's place.
Yeah, I want to just figure out what is see if there's any information he has that could point me in the right direction to figure out what the fudge is going on before
I mean,
just
you get back
randomly
there
running.
about the same time Willow gets there. So, Lute, you open the door and there's Willow and Lysander.
Well, I was expecting one, but not the other.
Well,
how can I help you, Lysander?
I heard you had your people looking into what's going on around here, and I heard some things last night, and I wanted to compare notes.
Well, I've not been able to fully go over the notes.
Well, I have a minute. You can go back to your tinkering, and I'll piece through it.
That was a cough. Dell, I've not gotten anything about it.
When I got back and he was like, I'm gonna go there. I was like, I'll just give it to you guys if you sit down and have a discussion about it. That's faster.
Works for me.
Okay. I can gather my my head of shop real quick and see if he can give us an overview. I do have a detailed notes here, and I kind of wave a notebook. But yeah, let's get together.
Yep. Which reminds me, Del, when he mentions the goblin, I still need the specifics on the little gizmo the goblin stuck in my belt.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had sent that to you. I'll grab those notes.
It's just one of those things that you just reminded me by goblin, and yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So
I'll fetch Harama.
yeah, so
Alrighty.
you sit down for like breakfast, right? Effectively, what the goblins have been able to figure out is slowly but surely the town is getting curious as to what's been going on. People are disappearing, people are so disappearing is in like they go somewhere and are gone. People are being taken, so they're being taken away and disappearing, or people are just going poof, as in like people wake up one day and are like, nah, I don't know who lives in the house.
What I'm trying to get is anything that would point me in a specific direction or a specific place to look to dig into it further.
There are a couple rumors about something in the woods at the edge of town. There's a couple rumors that the Archduke is having guards take certain people away. But that's it. People have no idea why they're like, hey, you don't remember John? Like, John used to live in this house. And they're like, no, I don't remember John. I've never met John.
Is there any particular pattern to who's being taken? Is
not that you or the goblins can tell.
I see people are on edge about the whole thing, and I'm trying to figure. I definitely want to help in whatever way I can. I'm just not sure how to go about it at this point.
Well, besides speaking with Harama here, Tara kind of looks over at Harama, is like, who amongst the goblins have gotten the most prudent information? Like, which one's the most curious about what I've been asking about? If Lysander can speak with them, and we don't have to come up with a name. If Lysander can speak with them and maybe tag along with some of his activities, that might lead him in the correct direction.
I mean, yeah, he can go with the individual. The goblin's name is Giblin.
Giblin the goblin.
Yep, Giblin Shorttoe.
Poor guy.
Giblin Shorttoe is a very, very terrible worker, but he is great at getting information, is what Harama tells you.
You might have to come work for me.
He's broken the last 4 things he's supposed to make, like broken beyond recognition. But he is great at gathering information.
Well, that's what I need right now.
All right.
All right. Well,
All right,
I will go find
here.
Giblin and let's go do some.
They bring Giblin to you. Giblin is a 3.5 foot tall, bluish green colored goblin with brown eyes, cut off ears. It's actually dressed quite fancy for a goblin. Has a hat with the ear sticking through, a nice tea tunic with a V cut, and some well-fitted trousers and some boots that actually curl up in a circle at the end.
Cool.
He walks in and goes, "Hello, nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you too. I hear you're the one that's good at finding out stuff.
When I'm good at some things, not so good at other things.
Well,
we'll go with that.
Everybody has a talent. This happens to be a talent that I'm interested in. So I hear from a couple different sources there's some weird crap going around here. Some people disappearing for seemingly no reason. That's not a good thing.
A notebook, puts it on the desk, and does that scene with like the guy with the pictures and the string, and goes, "So."
All right, conspiracy theory time.
Right, and he starts going into detail about like there are at least three nobles that have just gone missing. There are guards that have been arrested and taken away, and just full conspiracy theory goes into how all these are somehow connected. Some of these theories make sense. Other ones you're like, bro, the Earth is not flat. You need to stop where you're at. Kind of outlandish.
Let's focus on the ones that do make sense. So there's no real pattern, but it's all classes of society. It's guards, it's nobles, it's all sorts of stuff.
So the 3 nobles that went missing, they had been recently visiting another archduke and they come back and hadn't been seen for a while, and were starting to. Some people think they were gathering an army. The guards that went missing had kind of become known as the ones that wouldn't really, like, if they caught you stealing because you were hungry, they wouldn't throw you in jail, kind of thing.
Okay, so that's kind of what I was figuring. Well, I think I have my plan now.
Okay.
There's only one way to dig into this, and I hate to do it, but time to start doing what Lysander does best and start rabble rousing.
Okay. So as he gets excited and gets ready to leave, Luke scrambles to get all the stuff there, bumps into a table where there are a couple like little glass circles inside of what looked to be like a partially assembled, what looks to be like a primitive scope, and he bumps into the table, and this thing falls over and shatters, and there's glass everywhere. He's like, I admit it.
Giblin, please, just go.
Okay, and he runs out the door and like tries to close it, and it does a thing where it hits the door frame and it just and it doesn't close completely.
He kind of just looks down at all the shattered stuff. And he looks at a couple of other close by goblins. It's like, he just kind of shakes his head. And he turns around to look at Willow's like, shall we finish this?
You're muted, Tide.
Sure, why not?
And I wander off with some various supplies to the workshop.
Okay. All right. Blue, you want to take your dragon
Go
to the
to the Wizard's
Wizard's
Tower.
Tower.
Yes.
and do what?
I am interested in trying to get a. Let's see. How would he reference this? I want to be able to share thoughts with my dragon.
Telepathy?
Okay.
Out of character, I'm looking for like a psychic link so I can communicate without actually having to be near him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
So
I'm
there
trying
is a
come
way
down
to
the
do
road.
that, but it will not be easy. It's because you effectively have to like give him a headband of telepathy.
Give who, the dragon or me?
The dragon.
As long as you can adjust the size, he does seem to be growing quite quickly.
So it is something they will have to work on.
Well, I did not expect it to be today, so it's perfectly fine.
What's everybody else want to do?
I'm typing.
I figured you were mid type of what you wanted to do. It's the other two that have questions about what they're doing.
I was ready to say I'm minded.
That's okay. That's right.
Yeah. Can I go? Can I look at in the shop for intelligence stuff?
Yep. Roll an investigation check.
And whenever it gets back to me, I'm going to be going to Toilet's house.
Okay.
Wait, what about my house? What?
You will be having a guest soon.
So nobody has anything that's like, this will up your intelligence. They have most of the things you could think of, but nothing that's like, this will make you smarter. A couple of the blacksmiths kind of insult you and be like, are you just too dumb to go read a book?
Damn.
Fine, Bella's going back to the wizard's tower. With this creepy book.
Okay. All right. Let me.
Alrighty.
I don't know if my gain is high enough for you guys to keep hearing me roll dice anymore.
Well, it is a little bit, yeah.
Snow, I thought you would like the book that I gave you.
So, as y'all are going about your day, Blue, Willow, Tarek. Yeah, Blue, Willow, and Tarek are the three that are at houses at one point or another. You all hear like knocking at the door and are given a message.
Ooh.
This is only ever the Archduke, so what does he want now?
It is not from the Archduke. It is from your guild, actually.
Oh,
The like original one that got.
Yeah, that was
The original one.
That's fucking
Well,
long
I'm
time
gonna
ago.
correct you on this, friend, and the only ones in here that could receive that is me and Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Willow go back to it at one point?
Nope.
No.
That has been destroyed long since.
That's
before that.
right, Willow and that. Okay, so yeah, then just you two. Well, still no. Willow still gets it because she's at Luke's house, so she inadvertently gets it.
Fair enough.
So basically, it is a note that reads, "Good tidings. We understand that you are now living in the Principality of the Sun with your own manners and your own nobility. However, we would please ask that you, since you still are registered as adventurers, that you help us with a quest that is near your area."
Interesting. They do house calls now, huh?
Is it signed by the goblin?
No,
Or no, it's the gnome.
it's not by the gnome. Yep. There's a town that was apparently burnt down, or is being burnt down. They're not entirely sure. But you are the closest adventurers that they can get a hold of, and would appreciate assistance. Signed, and I'm. This is how it's signed. Get back to fucking work, you hooligans.
If only they knew how much work we've been actually doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since you've seen the gnome, so you know.
Yeah.
That's completely fair. Yeah.
Is that the one that Mark spanked him with his tail?
No.
One of many.
This is the one where Luke kept trying to look in books and it would stand on his books because he's like, stop being such a dick and do something other than read a fucking book.
Mark did spank him once.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
I think last year they were like this guy. He wanted to say that to Luke too, or to Tarek
He
too.
spanked him, and then shortly after was when Lux tried to pull a weapon on him. On the Guildmaster.
That was before
You
Lux.
were-
I was gonna say,
That was what's his name?
might have been Zeno.
No, because Scylla was after it. It was Zeno, Lux, then because Lux was there. You guys met Lux at the.
Well, Lux was around when Willow was around, so then.
Anyways,
Okay, never mind.
I'd have to go grab that notebook. That's in the, I literally have notebooks of the arcs for you guys. I have to go grab that notebook.
have we been able to make any progress in what we were trying to do?
So yes, you have one managed to charge hers, and you have figured out how to build around both of your objects. Tides is like a 5-inch by 3-inch crystal. Yours is more of like an 8-inch diameter crystal, or not a crystal ball.
Can it be
So you have figured
smaller?
out, huh?
Can it
It's
be
average.
smaller?
Nope.
Okay.
5 inches is not that big, Tide.
Hey. It's average.
Well,
It's average.
It's bigger than the whole bird, almost. The bird's only like.
Make a bigger bird.
Yeah.
It's a sparrow.
Make a big sparrow.
Yeah, it don't have to be the exact size of a sparrow.
Yeah,
Make
I guess
up-
you're right.
I would say a 1 to 100 scale, but this would be like a 10 to 1 scale, so it's 10 times bigger.
No, I can't have one 10 times bigger. Any hoodle.
So you figured out how to do it. It's just you haven't had a chance to do it yet.
Okay. I kind of look at the missive. I explain a little bit what's going on with this with Willow, and then I I pin a missive to one of the missives, explaining the situation, and ask Willow if she would be so kind to make copies of this and then have them sent out to gather the rest of the party, and then I start gathering things to start to build something that I can try to start energizing my own crystal.
So yours is already energized. Yours
Okay.
came energized. Hers did not.
Okay, so they're both energized now?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gathering the tools that I will need for on the way to finish what we need to get our homunculi up and running.
Okay.
And I am writing letters to the party and sending them out. Is that what you said?
I wrote a letter and I'm asking you to make copies while I
Okay.
gather the things I need to make so that we can send them to various places.
Okay.
Or you could just tell us, but whatever.
I mean, 6 of 1 happens there. So you managed to get that to everybody. How soon would you would be wanting to leave?
As soon as we can get everybody gathered, which is why I was kind of trying to gather everything as I could.
Okay. Would the people that are not at a house stop what they're doing to go and read this and meet up at Lute's house?
I'm thinking.
It was supposed to be going to toilets.
Right. You would have gotten to toilets and been given this message.
Loots or the original one?
I would have included the original within.
So you get the original, and then you get a message from Lute.
Always so fast to leave.
So technically, I hadn't gotten it yet.
You would have after a little bit.
Oh yeah, basically I'm going to U toilet to figure out which enchanter you use. Because I don't know any enchanters in town.
I use the cities.
I thought you had your own that you were paying.
Technically,
Not
yes
this
to
timeline.
both. No, yes to both. This one, he's literally on contract with the city, the one that the one that the city used for the longest time.
Yeah, I give them weapons. They enchant weapons for me.
Can't I enchant weapons?
No.
Remember what, I remember what week it was that I asked you in my downtime to start figuring out, or she wanted to teach herself and learn how to do that. That was like,
I don't remember that. I remember the alchemy discussion. I remember you wanting to do, because doing enchantment on a weapon is a wizard thing.
okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure Lysander would give up on his little project immediately. Anyway.
Don't do it, Alex. No, ma'am. Okay.
I think what he wants to do is do this for the day, go back to the inn, and see what happens.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if he tells me where that enchanter is, I'll just go there, and then that's literally the last thing I want to do in town. Since
Lysander's trying to get kidnapped.
I mean,
just so I'm clear on what's going on.
as another fellow D&D'er in this group that's been kidnapped multiple times, I approve.
So,
Well, I mean, I think it's the only way he's going to actually get any information is to try to lure out whoever the fuck is doing this.
all right. So, come nightfall, right?
Now, let me be clear, Del. Lysander would not be being careful about being subtle about what he's doing. He wants to be followed.
I figured. So aside from Lysander going back to the inn, are the rest of you going to Lute's house?
I suppose, yeah.
Okay.
Belith will begrudgingly go because he still thinks it's important for him to figure out what this tome is, but he will put a pause on it to go help these people
Which
out.
is not. I'm just trying to be clear. Lysander will show up eventually, but he needs a little more time for his.
Okay.
To see if he can do what he wants to do, and then if nothing comes of it, he'll give up on it and pick it up later.
Tide, I hate to do it. Let's go to be right back. I go take care of Doggo.
That's fine. I gotta pee so bad.
Okay.
So bad.
Sorry guys, I'll be right back.
She
Okay,
forgot
Tide
to
now has
use
to
that.
pee and Doggo has to go.
I'll tell you.
A lot of people, but people and animals have to pee.
46.
32, 43. Hut, hut.
Shotgun says one what?
Wow, cringe.
Oh, okay.
Says the guy who plays fucking Bella Delphine's song, okay? Don't fucking...
I was about to.
I called out before he could do it.
It was hovering over it. I was like, oh, okay, don't. Oh, fuck.
I mean, I can make Tide panic real quick.
No,
If
please
you
don't.
do
I'm not.
the
No,
fucking
no,
Sonic
no.
thing, it just kills my ears. It's so loud every time. That's better.
Alright.
Anyway,
I will send you to Jesus.
yes.
I was not ready for
I was
that.
gonna say, as soon as he took a drink, too.
I may have allegedly sent that to a coworker last week. All right. So, I'm trying to. So night goes by. I already told Lysander how stuff goes. Lysander, before the night is up, do you go to the rest of the group or do you wait the full night?
At some point during the night, once he realizes he's not going to get any nibbles on his bait, he will go back to the group, but this time be subtle. I.e., he doesn't want to bring the heat on everybody else.
Okay, so you'll go back to like Tarek and Tide and all them.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you know, but sneakily.
Gotcha. So you all end up congregating. It's probably about 9 o'clock at night. You guys are all back at Luke's house. You've all gotten a letter from him.
Yep.
Luke, you're the one that called them here, so.
What's up?
All right, as you read in the letter, Ruggenauer's old guild is calling on us. Seems they have a situation going on with the village that is, you say it was burning down? Could be burning down?
Is burnt down or being burnt down? They're not entirely sure.
And they're requesting assistance.
Did they give a name of this
requesting us to
village?
do it.
If it's burnt down, what's the point?
Did they give a name of this village?
Did they? Did they give a direction?
No, they gave you coordinates.
Okay. I have coordinates. No details beyond that as to why they want us to check it out. But we do seem to have cases close by of disappearances, and it might be worth checking into why a close by village would just burn down.
Void! It does not like being picked up.
I was doing my best to try to draw out the whoever's responsible for these disappearances, but wasn't having much success. So looking into this wouldn't be a horrible idea, I don't think.
Well, Gibble seems to be pretty on top of things right now, and the more that he is doing research out there, the less he is doing in my workshop.
I mean, that's fair, but I think what I was trying to do is something I'm much more capable of doing than even him. But at least if I get in trouble, I can get myself out of it. But you know, whatever. We'll let him do his thing and go deal with this, and then see what the situation is.
Okay.
Rug.
Are we at least getting paid for this one?
I didn't say.
Of course it didn't.
Just like our old arrangements with them, we'd come back and find out. But it sounds like we're the only ones who are close by enough to do anything about it.
It's like we're the sorry, out of character. Sounds like we're the Enterprise. We're the only ship in the quadrant.
Well, that tends to be the case with our group, but for once, doesn't seem like it's going to be continent ending, and we are waiting for more information.
Yep. I'm all for it.
Okay, so you guys are gonna leave tonight?
No, I'm waiting to hear from the rest of them. Does anybody else have anything to say?
Or
I wanted to say, if the town's already burnt down, what's the point?
We don't know that. Pay attention.
It's burnt down or being burnt down is what the letter said. They are unsure. It's just
So
a request that was put into the guild.
Been attacked or it's being attacked. One of the two.
I'm assuming the coordinates that I was given was close by where we are.
It's about a 3-hour airship ride.
Oh well, fuck.
Okay.
It's that close.
Yeah,
well,
And did Blue ask if we were getting paid out loud?
basically, yeah.
Okay, well, if he said that, then I would pipe up and be like, I mean, yeah, if we're not getting paid for it, what's not really our problem.
Well, we are nobles looking over the city, and this is 3 hours away. That's my concern with this. Even if it is burnt down, it's probably worth it to figure out what exactly happened, and is it heading towards us?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Lysander told us about his little ordeal thing, right? Or no? Not like all the information, but
What specifically you're talking about? Lysander's been through lots of different types of shit.
I was gonna say the generalization of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would have mentioned it. Mostly because if shit went wrong, he wanted people to know what he was up to, and they had to come find him.
So I'm gonna look at Lysander. How much time do we have before the fireworks start here?
If my math is right, Del, the answer is not long, right?
We and a half.
Yeah, that's what I thought was a week or so.
A week and a half if things follow the exact same timeline, right? A week and a half was when that. Not so you don't have an exact like place by place, but a week and a half is when all of that started.
Right.
Okay, so we will spend a maximum of 3 days doing this. After that, even if we haven't finished up, we have to be back here.
That's fair.
I 100% agree.
I think that's fair.
And I mean, if that's good, then I'm good.
Willow?
I'm good with whatever.
There'll be cheese.
Then I'm extra down.
It might be fondue, but you know.
Hold up. Did you just be like, "Yo, we're going on this venture. I'm like, you get cheese for this," and she's for it? You just found the cheat code. Willow doesn't need gold anymore.
You guys are getting paid? I just
Can
got
I-
this
can-
wheel of cheese.
Can I add a cheese section to
liquid
my
gold.
currency?
It's liquid gold.
Literally, can I add a cheese section to my currency?
Tide's gonna need slices of cheese.
I'm gonna
blocks of cheese.
I'm gonna make
wheels of
her.
cheese.
I'm going to make her own fondue fountain
For my house?
for the ship.
That's gonna be messy as fuck.
It is
I
gonna be
was gonna
messy.
say, I thought you
about
were
to say,
talking
Have
about
you ever
melting
gotten
cheese
like
over
melted
burning
cheese on a
houses.
wood board?
Don't do it.
No.
Yes, and it's not fun.
Like an unfinished wood board? That's
Mhm.
not.
No.
There's going to be mold everywhere.
That you
Who says any of my ship is unfinished?
Considering you're in medieval times and don't have a way to finish the interior that we do today, by our standards, it would be unfinished.
Magic.
So when are we leaving?
No.
Sounds like soon.
I'm going to say the morning.
It's fair enough.
It's 3 hours away. What time is it now?
It's about 9 o'clock at night.
Be back here at 2.
In the morning?
PM?
I want to be there before the sun, if it is burning down. We'll be able to see it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, y'all reconvene around 2 a.m. unless somebody has objections.
2 a.m.s.
Mm-hmm.
Dell, you're not gonna finish reading what I sent you.
That means Brooke's not here.
God damn it. What a dickhead.
Bro, that's not how that works.
That's 1,000% how that should work. I'm paying you 25,000 and you can't give me a loner set?
Hell no. Do you want armor? Doesn't get like, okay, first off, you're an adventurer, right? Loner armor means it comes back damaged and unusable. It will not, like, they have to completely rebuild the damn thing. Of course. Hell no. Look, I've built loner armor for people who try out the SCA. That shit doesn't last. It will get broken, destroyed,
Yeah,
and unusable.
But is
Not
that
happening.
person giving you 20 times the value of the armor?
They're not paying me to use the armor. You're paying him for something completely different and the materials to go with it.
What a dick. Oh, it's what?
Blue,
Another
if I paid you 25 grand to
1,500?
replace the plumbing in my house, would you give me loner plumbing?
I'll
Yeah.
fucking call a porta potty for your ass, yeah. I'm not saying give me like spick and span fucking thing of plate mail.
What about shower? Huh? If you're replacing the entire plumbing in your house, where do I shower?
You are very out of the
answer
world
that-
if you think some porta potties don't have showers in them.
I was going to say, to answer that, I have a friend, a very close family friend that owns a porta pot business, and he has portable showers and sinks.
Yeah.
So the answer is yes. If you paid me 25 grand to redo your plumbing, I guess I can give you a porta potty.
I'll give you a fucking water fountain if you want it.
You lost this one.
I'm staying out of it. I'm staying out of this one.
That was great. I'll get you a fucking porta potty. Well, okay then.
So Dell, I have a
now I need to
question.
look up armor so I can figure out ACs.
4 squirrels and a ferret.
Well, so I'm gonna try to start actually using this character for what I built, for the reason I built it. So while Beleth is either he's walking towards Tarek's house, or while he's riding the ship, can I use the sorcery points to give myself some spell slots?
Yes.
Well, I was gonna use both of them since I have 2. I'm gonna use both of them to give myself 2 more level 4 spell slots.
Sorcery points. There's actually a math. It's not just one sorcery point for whatever level.
Oh.
If you go and look, it will tell you.
Sorcery points, 1 action, use. Isn't
Blue, do you want me to break your heart even worse?
Eat a dick.
The only thing he has is half plate +1. It's the
You
highest
don't
he's
have any
got.
splint mail?
What I got?
He has regular splint mail.
I mean, that works. It's literally 1 AC less than plate, but 1,300 gold difference.
I see what it is now. Oh, so I can only do first level. Okay, that's fair.
Now, do I get a discount? Or am I
No.
paying full price?
You're
God
paying
damn
full
it.
price.
I can't even persuade him for a discount.
Mm-mm. Nope.
You're such a dick. Everybody else gets all this easy shit. Everybody else gets all this easy shit with buying stuff. You wouldn't even let me buy furniture for my house.
What are you talking about? I ain't bought shit in this game.
You all went fucking magical item shopping
I did
when we
not.
first got
I did
when
not.
we first got these houses.
I did not.
Everybody went shopping.
I make my own shit. That's my entire
And
character's deal. Is I make my own shit.
All of y'all's items that y'all got that fucking toilet paid for
He's just ignoring
was
me.
less than my fucking furniture cost.
You.
To be fair, the only item that I paid for that Tide has was her staff.
And the
And the
bag
tree.
of fun stuff.
And what?
The
The
tree.
tree. And the bag of fun stuff.
I don't remember buying the tree.
So here's the thing: you want a high level thing. They bought like low level things.
I didn't buy shit.
I'm not talking about the high level thing. I'm perfectly fine with paying that much for the high level thing. That I'm not worried about. I'm talking about you just being a dickhead anytime I try to buy anything.
Where you wanted custom furniture. That just isn't just on the shelf.
Asked for normal furniture, and you told me over 1,000 gold.
Yeah, because he was making it from scratch.
Motherfucker, I could buy like 3 houses for that.
No. What? What economy are you living in?
The
In
one
this
that you
economy?
made.
The kind of the kind of economy that lets Toilet have, you know, 1 million gold. That kind.
Okay, he built a business.
Okay, one
Okay, let
blacksmith
me
business,
rephrase this, Del.
more gold than the whole city.
This is an economy that has that kind of a GDP.
That's fair.
To be
I
fair,
mean, the entire GDP is in toilets fucking safe right now.
That's kind of my point. That's kind of my beef. Is that
Toilet
that's
is the economy.
That's economy wrecking levels of money, but whatever.
Toilet is the economy.
I'm buying the fucking splint mail for 200 gold.
Okay.
And you can just fucking blow me later.
All right,
Ty's
this
like, "Oh my
escalated
God."
real fast.
Ty, this is normal for us. Are you kidding me?
You notice how I'm not shocked.
Hmm.
Hey, I've got a breastplate you could borrow.
You can keep your breastplate. I don't want to know what you do with your breastplate.
I've got 2 of them.
It protects his titties.
Basically, for me to have this split, it's honestly only lowering my AC by 1. Because D&D is weird as fuck with their ACs for
Not
stuff.
really.
can I buy one of your goblins' breastplates? Without the
No.
plate?
Hey, how
No.
about we just skip to getting on the ship?
I'm sorry to say this, but they were all military conscripts, which means they were all pretty much male.
So we're on the ship.
Okay, men wear breastplates.
All right.
You said
So-
pretty much, so that means there's a few.
You guys set out at 2 a.m.
Yep.
on this airship.
Okay.
After about 2.5 hours, you start to see something's on fire in the distance.
Oh fuck.
And not like, oh, it's kind of on fire. Like, holy shit, this thing is on fire.
We haven't even left yet. Oh my god.
You're
We
2.5
have-
hours into your flight, Tide.
The entire city is on fire. Or town. That's what he's talking about.
A town.
Yeah, you guys are 2.5 hours into your flight time of 3 hours, and you can see it still a half hour out.
Well, fuck.
Willow,
I didn't do it.
did you make me my potion?
When have I had time to make you a potion?
We were there for a day
I was gonna
and
say
then
we
got
were
kicked out of town again. Yeah,
The
she was doing
sass.
her own stuff.
Holy shit, the sass.
I'm eating all the cheese.
Alright, so. Loot, where are you going to set this thing down?
Initially, I'm not. I'm going to look and see if I see anybody panicking. Like, what do I see before I do that?
Let me ask this. How close do you want to get to look at things?
Initially, a bit away.
You're not gonna fly over?
No, I am.
Right. So first pass around the outskirts of town, you don't see anybody running from the town.
All right, I'm going to assume the only real path going in or out of it. Like, is there just one, or is there several paths, like roads coming in and out
There is a
of
main
it?
path that runs into and out of, and then two side paths on each side.
Which one can my ship fit into?
It's actually cleared out probably about 500 yards around the town.
If you would like, I can jump on my dragon and fly a lot closer so that way we don't have to get the ship as close.
That would be wonderful, please.
Please.
Willow. Feather fall me. Feather fall me.
Hold on. Hold on,
We're
War.
over top of a burning village. This is not the time to just jump off for no reason.
No, we're not doing that.
We're here to figure out what's happening. We're not about to fight anybody just yet. But we don't know if they're still here. So let's do some reconnaissance before we set down.
All right, so Blue's going to fly over with his dragon.
Yes, and
Okay. I need your roll perception check.
it's +3, right? Yeah, +3. We're definitely using the D6 for that. Okay. That's a lot better. 12 +3, 15 +5. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you fly over the town. I need you to make a dexterity save with the dragon stats.
Yeah, I can do it. Give me a second. PC, dragon. So they get a +3. That is 20. What, +3? 21.
Okay. So as you're flying over, a couple things happen. One, like vines and roots start flying up, trying to catch dragon. He manages to evade them. Two, you know why people aren't running from the town? There are dead bodies everywhere.
These vines that are attacking me, are they also on the dead bodies?
No.
Okay.
This is a town that we've not been to.
Correct. This is the
That we know of.
this is more
That we know of,
inland than it
yes.
is. Yeah.
So it's only dead bodies, no normal or not normal, no enemy people or I don't see mages casting spells or nothing.
Don't say that,
Nothing
Drew.
that you see based off of having to dodge stuff.
Okay.
It's the first town all over again.
And how big is this town?
Do you want number of people or actual size of the land plots?
Estimate, but
Which one?
just like town, city.
It is probably a town bordering on city.
Okay, so it's quite large. All right. Well, just so I don't end up getting caught in one of these vines, I'm going to be making my way back after I see that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody poked the bear this time.
Well, now that she mentions it, I could stick. I'm kidding.
Lord.
So, with that information in mind,
That information in mind, I'm going to land and look at everybody and be like, well, from just the quick reconnaissance I had, I don't know if you've seen the lovely vines decide to try to snatch me out of the air, but either multiple wizards or one very strong one, likely, and just lots of dead people. So if this is the handiwork of the Lich, there's probably going to be a lot of people to fight. If not, we also have to think about what force would be able to completely eradicate a city. Well,
Village.
basically a city in this amount of time.
My name
I
is
mean, this sounds like, I mean, remember where we ran into the portal and your Lich buddy before in the other timeline? This sounds familiar.
Yes, but
He's
I haven't had an interaction with any of his comrades that have that kind of ability.
he doesn't
he
use
had-
vines.
I was gonna say he had Alec at the time, which by himself would be powerful enough to raise cities, but
The other, I mean, there is another possibility. The individuals that attacked us on our way back from our last mission apparently had some rather powerful mages behind them as well. Or at
that's
least
what I
it
was
sounded
thinking
like.
of. But I didn't know if they.
It doesn't, but this doesn't sound like. It was quite interesting. We'll have to look into that.
Did anybody actually see? Did other than the vines? Did anybody see anything that, like any bad guys or anyone actually living?
Nope, just the dead and the plants.
Must we have a green thumb amongst us?
Mm-hmm.
I have a brown thumb. I can help the fire spread per se.
Well, I think it's
Well,
the
we don't want
opposite that we
that.
want to do, but we're gonna have. I think we have to get down there.
All right.
Unfortunately, that is the case.
I'm going to elect to. How far away were you before the branches reached out for you?
he was over the town.
I was gonna say I don't know exactly how far into the town I went before it happened, but seemed
Did
to
you
be
eyeball it?
quite quickly.
So he had to dodge at least 7, and they were randomly spread through the town itself. There's nowhere in the town for you to land your airship. You have to land outside.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how far away to land.
Well, being that it didn't grab at me after I left the town, I would say the only traps are inside of town.
I'm looking for a number of feet, Rod. That's where the
Feet of the vines, or
how far away were you before you were attacked, so that I can figure out how far away I need to land this so we can investigate.
Once he was outside the town walls, he wasn't attacked.
no? He's talking about how far into the town did I go before I got attacked.
Or above, or where's that bubble?
The closest one to the wall you'd guess was probably about 40 feet.
So it was almost instantaneously after I passed the walls.
Okay. kind of start looking around at the different paths, and I'm like, that looks like a good spot. And it's well outside of that range of the walls that I don't think will be attacked. An area that looks nondescript. And I go to set us down.
All right, so you sit down. And you probably land about 60 feet from the wall. You can feel the heat from the burning town from here.
It's crazy.
I mean,
It was big fires.
With that kind of heat, I tell them, "Hey, go ahead, hop off. I'm going to pull us back a little bit further away. I'm not going to leave it here."
Okay.
So Del, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can Belith ready 2 spells at the same time?
No.
Or is that something you?
So readying a spell, one costs an action, right? So if the spell costs an action, you burn that action, and you have to have concentration on that spell until the trigger happens. You cannot concentrate on 2 spells at the same time.
Willa has the whole water thing, right?
Create water?
I know, because you yelled at me because I used frostbite while you were trying to frostbite on the ship while you were trying to use create water.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but let me make sure. Yeah, I have create water, yeah.
Okay, so what Belith is going to do is in his right hand, it's going to start to kind of glow a little bit as he's holding the bolt from his guiding bolt spell.
So here's the thing, Snow. If you hold that longer than 6 seconds, you lose that spell slot.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's gonna be. It's just gonna be the level 1.
What's your trigger for it?
If he sees the vines pop up.
Okay, I mean, go ahead and subtract the spell slot. Like, you're not moving closer to the town.
Well, how long can he continue to just hold it in his hand?
Every 6 seconds that you hold that spell, you lose a spell slot.
I don't think you need to be doing that just yet, because you can see a vine coming and use it as an action.
So when you hold a spell, you hold it for a round until your trigger happens.
Like
if you get back to your turn in initiative and that trigger has not happened, you lose that spell slot the minute you do something, like the minute you do anything else.
Yeah, I think.
Question. Is that the same thing for him ready in an action? Like, a ready to action would be cast Firebolt on somebody if it gets within 10 feet of me.
Yes, because he's holding a spell.
Okay, so that
when you're readying an action and you do it as a spell, I'm casting the spell, but I'm holding off on
using.
When you get into the semantics, right? A spell is just a set of words, a set of gestures, whatever. You're holding off that final gesture or word to fire off the spell.
Okay.
Okay, how about this? What if I use Magic Stone and I'm just holding the pebbles in my hand?
Is that a cantrip?
Yes.
Then yeah, you just burn a cantrip every round. Right? Like, I guess I was. Why are you wanting to hold a spell when you're like 80, 90 feet from the wall?
Because shape water.
I attack the darkness.
It's because well, you are right. I'm overthinking it just a little bit, so I probably won't do that right now. But once we get
I'm trying to make sure you don't burn stuff when you don't need to, right? Like, it's already been made clear that the vines don't attack people outside of the town, and you're 100 feet from the wall.
That's fair.
Not just that, but I mean, there's not really darkness around anyone that's close to me anyway. I technically generate a light 30 feet out from myself because of my helmet.
The only reason I'm pulling back my ship, or the ship, even though we're landing, is because I'm afraid the fire will spread while we're doing other things, and I don't want our ship to be consumed during that. So that's why I'm letting you all off before I leave. I'm not trying to get out of range of any vines. I'm getting out of range of fire.
No, but
No, we're good, bro.
All right. I'm gonna let you guys discuss how you want to devise getting into town and what your plan is. I'm gonna go check on Liz and the dogs. So you guys
Okay.
discuss your plan. I'll be right back.
I mean, me and Tide have the whole fire dousing magic.
Well,
And,
hold on. It
my-
doesn't work as big as you think it does. Let me see.
I mean, we don't need
it's
a.
like 5 gallons.
Yeah, I think
Is it a spell or a cantrip?
it's a spell.
It's a spell. Create water's a spell.
Shape water is a cantrip.
Well, I might have to take the lead and just ray of frost, ray of frost, ray of frost, ray of frost.
Because all I have is a 4th level, so let me see.
Well, I was gonna let Icelander do the sneaky thing that he does. So.
So at higher levels, you can cast the spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher. You create or destroy 10 additional gallons of water, or the size of the cube increased by 5 feet for each allot level above 1.
I was gonna say, Biggs, if you want Lysander to try to
All right, you
sneak in
hooligans.
there,
So
you can, but
about 100
if you
feet
go
from
in
the
there
wall.
by yourself,
What's
Oh,
the
it's
plan?
there's not going to be anyone there to save you if it does get you.
You think I wasn't aware of that?
No, I'm more than certain you were aware of it. I was just reminding you.
Oh, it says it does fall as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames. Okay.
I mean, I'm guessing we're just gonna slowly make our way towards the entrance to town.
My
Well,
only
that's
question-
step one. I'll figure it out as I go.
Okay. So everybody departs from the ship, and you begin making your way downtown. You make your way towards the door.
Is the
Before we
gate
get too much-
open or closed?
What?
Before we get any further, once they were dropped off, I lifted up and pulled back a little bit further along, just to get it away from the range of fires, and then I
So
tried to catch
how
up
much
with them.
further back?
Maybe another, wherever there was a clearing, so maybe another 100, 200 feet.
Okay, so you're 250 feet, let's say, from the wall.
Yeah.
So you are 150 feet behind the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Okay. So those of you that got off the ship before Tark moved the ship, you make it to where the gate is supposed to be. It is very warm. You can feel it. A lot of this is on fire. At the gate, there seems to be guard bodies strewn kind of everywhere.
Cause of death?
Roll a medicine check.
Gotta get some help with this.
Anybody with guidance?
Medicine.
Anybody with
Hey,
that's got guidance within 30 feet of them?
15.
15. Some of them were stabbed. Some of them were, they got burnt. Some of them were. It's a combination of magic and like weapons.
So like normal warfare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing absurd and weird.
Like vines sticking out of the ground,
Correct.
dragging them. Okay.
Well, I'm walking past them.
You what?
I'm walking out.
Okay. You walking into
Is-
town?
Is the gate broken?
Oh yeah, no,
Closed?
it's completely
Okay.
busted open.
I mean, we might want to wait for Tart.
Yeah, Bella's going to be waiting for
Okay.
Tarek to show up.
So Belth is waiting. Is Rug waiting?
Yeah.
Okay. Lysander?
May as well wait for a little bit.
Okay. Toilet, is War going to wait or not?
No, he's gonna go in a little bit.
Okay. Make your way in. It is. Every building is on fire in some fashion or another. Whether it's like lightly burning or full on burning down. Alex, let go.
She sounds angry.
Because she's attached to me. And she's like, I don't want to fall. And I'm like, you're not falling. I'm getting you off of me.
So, do you need a strength check to get out of that grapple?
No, I had, because she wasn't holding on to me. She was holding on onto my shirt. And I was like, I don't want to fucking rip my shirt off standing on stream.
Damn. Didn't know it was this kind of stream tide.
So,
I guess.
Toilet, War makes his way in, and every building is burning at some level, whether it's like the roof is just slightly burning or like the house is full on fire. There are bodies of guards and citizens everywhere. Everything from stab wounds to claw marks to burn marks.
Yeah.
And the rest of you see that when Tark catches up and you move into the town.
Is anyone alive anywhere?
Not that you can see so far.
Perception
Okay.
check to hear.
Because your
Investi-
perception.
Investigation.
So if you would like to roll to perception to see if you hear anything, go ahead. If you would like to roll investigation, tell me what you want to investigate, and I will tell you.
I'm gonna go.
The only
Well-
question I'm gonna have is, are any of these bodies from the opposite force? Like, we see a lot of the
Damn.
guard bodies that are all probably wearing close to the same thing. Is there anybody that's wearing something quite a bit different to the normal people?
Not that you've seen so far. Not in like the first 50 feet of the town.
Damn, these guards suck dick. Couldn't even
I'll
take
say
one
so.
of
I
them
rolled
down.
a nat 20, 25.
So War here, like aside from the flames, right? You do hear like muttering and chanting, like very, very. You're not sure about it at first.
But would I be able to
because
tell where it's coming from? Like
it is-
direction
It
wise?
is towards what would be the center of town.
Okay, at this point, I think Lysander will go invisible and scout ahead.
Okay, you need to roll an stealth check with advantage.
Okie dokie.
Come on, better be high.
Roll double ones.
I'd cry. He took 2 steps while being invisible and tripped on his own feet. I mean, it's
All right.
still alright.
So you guys watch Lysander disappear. What are the rest of you doing? I imagine does War tell them that he hears all this?
Of course.
Okay.
You see Tark kind of run up. He listens and sees all this happen, and you see his hand kind of shift over, thumb something, and you see a light blue, almost in like an orb, envelop him for just a split second and then go away.
What are you casting?
I am using my armor skill to give myself temporary hit points. I just need to figure out how to do that in game.
Okay. All right. So
if you're doing it on D&D Beyond loot, if you look up by your HP, it actually
1 second.
says temp.
I found it.
Okay.
And then he's gone.
He said, "Hold on a second."
Yeah.
He
He's
went
still got
poof.
his on though, I think.
No, he's got.
I'm
like,
about to
earbuds.
pitch a fit.
Oh, okay.
Cool then. Pitch a fit.
Watch yourself.
You're a disgrace.
You're a disgrace.
This is gonna take so much longer than I thought it
One
was.
eternity later.
The armor enhancement is gonna take 9 months.
Oh man.
What the fudge?
That's what I'm saying. I
Tide.
have to use
What?
other armor for 9 months.
Did you get Tea Turtle inside out plushies?
I've
All
had
right,
this
sorry
one
about
for
that.
like
So,
over a year now, or 2
um,
years now.
Oh.
But yes, it is a tea turtle plushie. It's a fox.
Oh Lord. So Lysander is heading where while he's invisible?
Heading towards the center of town.
Okay. Where are the
Yep.
rest of you going?
Towards
Bellis?
the center of town.
I'm trying to listen to see if I recognize any of the chanting going on.
No. And it's one of those that like you faintly hear it under the sound of everything burning. Like you can't make out the words. It has some sort of chanting rhythm to it. That's all you got.
I will eventually make my way towards the center of town, but I'm gonna be checking every building before we get there to see if there's anybody else still alive.
No. There's nobody.
You couldn't have just let me have hope, Del. You really make
How-
the paladin be pretty hard,
You couldn't let him save like a pet or something like that.
right? There's like a cat that's just stuck in a room.
Or a guinea pig.
Guinea
A,
pig.
a pet fish.
So, Lysander is the first to make it to the center of town. I'm gonna send you a message of what is there.
Dun, dun, dun,
Okay,
dun.
okay.
So how powerful are the flames around us right now?
What do you mean by how powerful?
Like how big? Like how? I'm trying to get. Because Bellis resistance against fire, so I'm trying to figure out if like he wouldn't be as affected by the heat because he's got that resistance.
So that's simply to damage, right? It's just where it's like, this is kind of like it's warm.
Okay.
Like it's like standing in front of an oven the entire time.
That's fair.
It's hot in this bitch.
Yeah. It's getting pretty warm.
All right, level 2.
It's toasty in here.
And don't worry, I got fire resistance too.
I want to see what Big says to that before I say anything else. But Blue, as far as checking for other people, every door is either kicked in or is like the building is completely on fire. You don't see anybody living that would be still inside a house. There are plenty of instances where you see people were running out of their houses as they probably caught on fire and were dispatched while they were running.
Fair enough.
I have a question before we go much further. In that
Okay.
time span, was Tide and I able to get our homunculus together, considering that this is supposed to be kind of something that's instant and we've been flavoring the fuck out of it?
Yes. I would say now that you've got the stuff settled up, yes, you can do it.
So you can get your 2-foot tall sparrow.
Yep.
Just nesting on our
So,
head at this point.
To clarify, in case anybody in chat asks, the reason it took them so long to do the homunculus is the idea of the homunculus is when you have everything set up correctly and it's just you have the materials, boom, you're done. The reason it took so long was some of the materials weren't prepared correctly, so they had to prepare the materials to then do the thing. Just so it's there in case somebody from chat watches this or again and asks or something. Everything is
Otherwise known
written
stealth,
as
just
a
yeah.
I have X, Y, and Z that are ready to go, not ow.
I'm ready to
Just
start
smack
heading
the head.
towards the center when everyone else is.
Okay. So
I'm already heading away, bro.
right, no, I was doing that and also I got Big's first answer, so that's fine. So the rest of you make your way to the center of town.
Mm-hmm.
Where there appears to be what looks like it was a tavern, a fountain, and some other houses, all of which are on fire. The tavern is mostly engulfed in flames.
The fountain is on fire?
There is no water in the fountain. It looks like it's constructed of wood at some level. There's an individual, probably about 6 foot-ish tall, wearing a robe, no hood, brown hair, is facing towards the tavern, so their back is to you, and they are holding up a head of an individual that has long white hair.
We can't see the face, can we?
You cannot. You hear them saying a couple words, and you see them hold up what looks. Everybody roll perception before I say this.
Oh, this is touch, so I can't do. Nope, can't do that.
Another 15.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Same.
Okay. Loot and blue.
15.
26.
Cool. Everybody. So, and his other hand, he holds up what looks to be scale armor. That has a bluish tint to it as he throws it towards the tavern and throws the head towards the tavern.
Oh, that's gonna be a boss fight.
Blue scale.
And then the individual turns around to you guys and goes, "Oh, hello."
Hello.
And we'll go ahead and stop there. That's actually where I wanted to get to. So.
Right up to the cliffhanger. I love it.
I mean, can we fight him?
No, I don't want to stay up for another 3 hours because I know how long combat takes with you fuckers.
He's got a
I'll
point.
one-shot him.
I mean, it could be shorter. Just give us weak range.
Tells like,
There you
well,
go.
maybe.
give us advantage, and it'll be a lot shorter.
I mean, here's the thing: advantage doesn't make you hit harder. It just means you hit more often.
I mean, he's by himself. Let us just, take care of business.
You're assuming a lot.
I was gonna say, I honestly doubt he's by himself if he was holding the head up towards the direction.
Yeah, we're about to get
He sounds like somebody who might be able to make or bring in friends.
He makes his own friends.
And or that could be both. I mean, necromancers can summon demons too. I mean,
necromancers can make their own friends, right?
I was gonna say, technically anybody can summon demons.
I mean, just because they're necromancers doesn't mean they won't do that too. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm just saying, once you put them night, all their friends go away.
Not always. Not every necromancy spell that raises the dead
is concentration.
kills the undead when the necromancer is dead. Then you have the whole lore about all right, so the necromancer that controlled the undead is now dead. Does the undead become sentient? And that's a whole other rabbit hole.
Yep.
So, all right, Tide, what's the plan? Are we raiding somebody, or are we just bouncing?
Let's definitely raid somebody, especially for D&D night. Let me see.
Also to clarify, correct me if I'm wrong, Tide, we're not playing a game next weekend because
we're not.
So we'll be skipping a week, folks.
What the fuck?
And then I think we're heading back to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. I'd have to go look in the calendar.
I had suggested the first for our next Avernus run.
Is the first the weekend after Black Friday?
Yep.
then yeah. Man, time is not even a thing to me anymore.
Join the club.
Okay, let's see. D&Ders that we have not rated yet. How about someone named Helpful Goat?
Alfred.
Oh, so Willow. And you know what? I'm surprised Dal didn't make a short joke when Blue said 2 foot tall homunculus.
I mean, Ty finally had somebody who's shorter than her.
2 foot tall for a sparrow is quite large.
Yes, it's a pretty big sparrow. It's a pretty hefty sparrow,
It's not gonna be that big. Holy shit! All right, guys, we're gonna raid a fellow D&D group called Helpful Goat. It looks like it says Astra Academy. I'm not sure if that's their thing or if that's something else or what their title is or something. But anyways, wish them all the luck on their campaign. Thank you for joining ours today. And we will see you guys back in 2 weeks for D&D.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Bye-bye now. Love you, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.